Yeah, I'm glad you said that because no matter what you deliver, the job of an MC is to be a reporter. And a lot of people look to hip hop to understand what's going on in the world, what's going on within themselves.
Right.
What's easier for you to reflect on or give in your rhymes, the world or yourself?
It's a good question. I use both. What's easier? Probably myself.
The self.
I know myself a little more than the world. So.
All right, that's cool. In today's society, we have people storming the White House. We have.
I'm watching.
We have Republicans becoming Democrats, and Democrats running to a civil war within their own party. We have QAnon, which is a new movement, becoming Republican or taking Senate seats. Right. We have a president who could potentially be going to jail. Right. We have women now tackling kids over phones. Prejudice, racism, stimulus checks. All this stuff seems to be the era that we're walking into.
Yeah.
How did hip hop prepare the world for that? And is hip hop prepared for that?
Yeah, we're prepared for it. That we are the reflection of the world. It's up to the world to respect it. I mean, we've been the reflection for a long time. They were growing bigger, bigger and bigger. So it's just up to, it's up to the world to give us a chance, man, and respect our culture.
The one thing about the culture is hip-hop has to be more than beats and music. I really don't think hip-hop is rhymes and beats. I think that's a bastardization of our people because we're deeper than that.
Right.
We're worth more than that.
Right.
So I want you to go into your soul right now. I want you to be the MC who said, I got Hennessy and THC in my cup. I want you to really go into your essence when I ask you this.
Okay.
Hip-hop is many voices that comes together under one headline, which is pain.
Facts.
The world is in pain right now. What do you think is the most painful part of hip-hop that is still being delivered today, even though the mainstream does not want to hear it or promote it?
Say that one more time.
What do you think is the main voice of pain in hip-hop that needs to be heard, even though mainstream like radio and all that may not be promoting it? Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. I hear body yada 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 all day long, and that's one part of hip-hop. But there's other voices in it that's not getting heard. What do you think are those voices?
I don't know. I guess the older culture, the young wave. I don't think they're repping it as much. I mean, I heard Lil Baby. He's got something. I guess you can say currently up to date or whatever. But I don't hear too many of the younger crowd talking about that. I usually hear, the street, the thug, guns and everything, main guns in the video and murder. That's basically it. There's a lot of gang involvement with the younger crowd. So I think the older crew are, a lot mature, We've all done that before, but we're, a lot older and wiser now, and so we're able to lead this younger crew into the right direction. It's just about getting heard,
One of the standout songs I heard from you, I think sometimes you overshoot your beat and your beat don't catch up with you. Because your words kind of punch different than the beat selection. And one of those songs is Spirit of the Ghetto. What is the spirit of the ghetto in today's climate, you think, with everything going on?
Revolution. Like, this is a sign of the times now,
Is the revolution televised?
It will be. Not the false revolution that we just bear witness to, but
yeah, that was trash.
Yeah, that wasn't the revolution, but yeah, man, it seems like it's coming. Things have to change, or else we're getting fed. Especially our musicians, a lot of us are older now, but we haven't left. So.
Being that you said that, why do you think the 90s era MCs are the ones that stay active, where the 80s MCs still have a fan base that wants them to be relevant?
because the business was pushed so heavy in the 80s, I feel like they didn't really have a chance to express themselves. They just had these corporations, that wanted a certain look or whatever, and they weren't signing you if you didn't have that look, or do what they want, rhyme how they want. So I feel that played a lot, as it got bigger. We became able to do more.
I think when we just lost Ecstasy, from Houdini, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And Houdini and that 80s sound will always live forever because it was relevant to the inner man.
Right.
The 90s, I think, gave way to the outer man, because during the 80s we had songs like The Message, White Lines came out, we had all that stuff, but it wasn't really push. We had more of the It Takes Two, things like that.
Right. It was more of a chance back then that they were taking, and nobody really knew what to expect.
Right.
Then,
And in the 90s, we got more edutainment. We had Public Enemy. We had all that. And I can see that spirit still within your music, because some of the titles of your songs are things that make you go, what does he mean when he says that?
Right.
Like, tell me about United States of a Murderer. And where did you want to take people at with that song?
To the truth, shout out to Lit Green. That's exactly where I wanted to take it. That's how I felt at the time, and still feel. I wanted to be clever with the wording, of course, but it makes sense. United States of a Murderer, instead of America, a murderer. That, fits.
The thing about fitting in is that you could be shut out. And hip hop is no different. And so many people nowadays want to fit in that they all sound alike.
Right.
Why do you think individualism died, and how do you keep your individualism true?
It died from the internet and just, the floodgates opening. You have a sea of MCs doing, or artists, I'll say, rappers doing whatever they want.
Good point.
And,
We'll talk on that.
Just not, they don't have A&Rs and stuff to critique this stuff anymore. People doing whatever they want. So
I think what you said is the key to the purpose of hip hop right now that people were not used to back in the day. We're watching people grow in front of our eyes. So you liking it or not is really irrelevant. It's the understanding behind the pattern of their growth.
Right.
I personally believe there's not a lot of hip hop artists. I think there's a lot of hip hop participants. There's people just doing it, but they don't have the love for it.
Right.
Where does your love and passion come from for it?
Well, I've always had respect for other artists. I'm a fan first. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, shout out to Rock Marciano and 38 Special and, Nas and Fabulous and, the cats that I respect and listen to currently. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me wanting to do it, to be honest with you. It's not necessarily my last rhyme, that I go off. Of course, I like my own work, but nah, I'm a fan, man. I listen to hip-hop.
I think when I hear you, I hear more. And I think that's what's missing. Because some people can rhyme. You be like, he can rhyme. That's what's up. Let me see more, though. And then you got somebody that makes you want more. I wish, and I hope this happens, I'll put it in the air. It's a blessing. I want to hear you on a track with Cormega.
Okay.
I think that would show the world. Everybody respects Cormega.
Right.
But I think you should have that look, because
Cormega, you heard that, right?
You have meaningful, purpose-driven rhymes. You're not just rhyming for the sake that you're nice.
Right.
You're rhyming because you're making a statement.
Yeah, I'm too old to be playing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everything I do is meaningful and has a purpose to it. Definitely.
So then, what is the main purpose of a Pappy Natson project? Is it just to entertain, or is it to give the people more?
Well, it's planned out. So right now is to give the people more, you know, because my concern is my age, and I want to get my music to as many people as possible. So, you know, I'm working. I dropped 4 projects since July. So, you know, I'm working end of July actually. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get my name out there. You know, the more music I put out there, the more doors are opening up for me. You know, people like what they hear and want to hear more. So, you know, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the end all goal is to get some money. You know, that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Which I do, but I want to make more. You know what I'm saying? You always want to make more. I don't make enough. So that's another reason why my EPs I've been dropping, you won't get more than 5 songs. Because it's a respect thing, you know, like show me some respect. Like I feel like I deserve it. You'll get more from me when people appreciate, you know, what I'm giving out, you know.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.